Hi, this is Sarah Neighbor with Sarah Loves to Stamp. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm bringing you a Quick Tip Tuesday video on coloring your designer series paper. So I'll get to that in just a second. Real quick announcement. Our retiring Stampin' Up! Lists of stamps and accessories, anything that's going to go from our big catalog, our annual catalog, are out. They just I'll put a link below to my blog post that has information on that. As like any of the retiring products, I really suggest you get them now rather than later because they are starting to sell out. So let's get on to the video today. Okay, so this card here was one of our Make and Takes at Leadership, and pretty cool. This paper here was originally black and white, so I just used my Strawberry Slush ink pad and made it instead Strawberry Slush in black. So that one comes from the Kaleidoscope paper, the designer series paper, which is in our Occasions catalog. So it's this one right here. It's on page 27 if you have the Occasions catalog, but it's the Kaleidoscope designer series paper, and you can see there's a black and white kind of geometric chevron print as well as the stripe that I used, and either of those patterns would work for this. There's also I'm not sure if they're dots or hearts. I think it's dots. Hang on, let me stick my face in there. Oh, they're triangles. Sorry. It's black with, or it's white with black triangles, so you could do that to this pattern too. Really, any pattern that's black and white, you can do it to. You can also do it to, like today, I am using, this is from the Modern Medley paper, which is on the retiring list. It's going to retire. So if you're watching this after, after that catalog retires, I apologize. You may miss out on this paper, but you can do it with any black and white paper. Okay, so there's the houndstooth print. The back is this kind of wild print. There's a black and white polka dot here. And the back is this kind of, I don't know, Baroque wallpaper type look. It's the birds. And the back of the birds are this, I don't know, mosaic pattern. And then here's the mosaic. That's the opposite, and it's larger. And then stripes, music notes, and text. And I think the last one, black and white paper, or black and white polka dots, and the back is black text. Okay, so this one is a vanilla base. I think it's gonna work just fine though. So let's get started. Okay, so I used I'm gonna set this aside. I used an old dirty grid paper here today because I knew we were going to be making it even more dirty. All right, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use Bermuda Bay today. And you have options here. You can color it with a brayer. Or, like on that card, I just did it by dragging the ink pad over it. So you can just drag it over it. One thing I will mention, Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper is a great weight to do this with. I have had some papers that are pattern papers from other places, and your fingers may get a tad messy here. And they are thinner. I do not know if it would hold up to all this ink. So you may just want to test a smaller piece before you do it, but I know that Stampin' Up! Papers work great. So I'm just kind of going over it here, hopefully blending out some of the lines. I just have a line up there, and then when it dries, it's just beautiful. Sorry, and I know I moved that grid paper all over, but hopefully you can see it's a Bermuda Bay piece with black ink or black notes on it. Okay, and what did I do with? Oh, here it is. I was gonna say the other one I was gonna show you. Like I said, you can brayer. I was going to sponge this one. Sorry, I have to reach through and grab my sponge. This is crumb cake ink, and I have here these two patterns. I think you'll be able to see it a little better on the houndstooth. I hope I don't get my Bermuda Bay inky fingers. See, I told you. You might want to wear gloves or something. Oh, there's a paper towel. Nice. Sorry, I'm just reaching through my camera tons today. Okay. So I'm just inking it up on my sponge. This is one of the old style ink pads. I do not recommend rubbing across like that on the new style firm foam pads. Just go ahead and like pounce and kind of maybe rub a bit in it, but since it's foam, you don't want to tear those. So do be careful. Okay, and then the nice thing about sponging is you can build it up to whatever level you like. Okay, so, and you could also do kind of like an ombre effect and make it darker, darker sponge to the bottom or whatever, and then sponge a little lighter as you go up. And you can do it on this pattern paper, and that would be kind of cool. But those are just some thoughts for you on how you can do this. But hopefully you can see how the paper is transformed into being crumb cake and black versus vanilla and black. So it's a really neat way. And also one other thing about it that I do like, and the reason I do this sometimes, on this I would do it, say on a project I wanted to use white on, because I don't like using the vanilla paper with white, obviously with white paper. So I don't like mixing those two. So you could transform your paper into being crumb cake and black and then use it with white, whereas you might not have been able or like to do that when it was vanilla. That's actually why I transformed this one from white and black into the strawberry slush in black, because I don't like, our watercolor paper is kind of oh, it's not quite white. It's not as bright of white as the paper was, so right next to each other it looked really strange. It almost looked like vanilla and white. Okay, so I'm going to do it with a brayer here too. So there's 3 different ways, and I should have done it with the same colors so you could have compared the depth, but really it's just whatever you like the best. I think they work about the same. So I have my brayer here, and you can see mine's a little stained. It's alright. And then I have my Calypso Coral ink pad, and what I'm doing is I'm just rolling it in one direction. So I'm just pushing up. Well, it's actually kind of to my left here, but I'm just pushing up. If you roll back and forth, you'll just be inking the same part of the brayer over and over again. So you want to only go one way and pick it up in between. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm just going to brayer half of it so you can see here. Oh man, that does work pretty slick. That, I think, works better than the dragging the ink pad thing. Yeah, that's pretty slick. That's pretty nice. Oops. Got a little, try and blend it out a little bit here. That looks pretty good. I'm just kind of going in all different directions. I could have brayered this piece to begin with just this way, you know, because my brayer would cover that whole piece, but I just wanted to show you in case you were doing a bigger piece that you could do it. So there you go. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. And then the back of this one's where I did the crumb cake. And then there's this piece too. It's a little less splotchy looking, I will say, than the dragging the ink pad. Although I dragged the ink pad on this one, and it worked just fine. So, and it looks pretty good now. This one might be splotchy because it's still drying. I don't know. Anyway, but I hope you enjoyed that tip, and it is something you can use with really any paper that has really dark colors. I only typically do it with black because it will kind of change the color if it were like a navy or brown. But you could certainly try it, you know, that nothing ventured, nothing gained. Just try a small piece and you're good to go. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. I hope you will check out the retiring list. If you have any questions, please let me know. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you all very soon. I'm planning on doing some more videos this week, so have a great day.